Hi everyone, this is Vineet Pandey, and here we have two guests. They are actually my student, but my guest also, Mazini and Vivano.
Hi.
Even I can say the hi. So these girls are living for their hometown, and they both belong to Manipur. So we had this farewell meeting. I generally meet people when they are leaving for their villages and their rural areas, or maybe the towns back. So these girls, they asked me a question that, sir, will go back and will keep continue our studies. We want to go for research, and what are the latest topics? So a question that came from them, and no doubt a question which is already asked by a lot of students. Here, if you can see these books, I suggest you that if in case your future, in future you want to go for research things, you may have this these books, and we'll make sure that you get the names of these books in the clip also. Now, after these things, before I talk to my students about their choices, why did they go for literature, I would really suggest this thing that only 30 days are left for exams. So make sure whatever you are revising, that's a kind of fruitful revision. As I was talking to the students, they are already prepared. They have prepared things, but they told me that still revision kind of things are there. So I'm going to talk to Mazini, and my first question is that what are the problems related to, like, when you try to mug up dates or you try to remember certain names? So what are the problems you came across?
Um, I feel one of the problem was there are so many dates that are connected with each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
So many dates connected with each other. Yeah, exactly. Like if you remember, John Donne is born 1572. Next year, Ben Jonson 1573. Then you have to remember the next date also, that the first theatre was opened in 1576. And Mozini was also telling me, sir, why they have limited names? Everybody is James,
Yes.
everybody is John, everybody is
William.
Charles, William.
Yeah.
Unlike Indians, they have only limited names. And Vibhan, you tell me this thing. I'll ask you a funny question.
Okay.
Why did you choose literature?
Well, that's literature is something that connects you directly through emotions, and like you feel connected with what the author has written particularly. So like
Social things.
Yeah, socially.
yeah,
Too much
socially,
social.
culturally, it talks about everything as a whole in a like in one frame. So I think literature is something that we directly connect to it, and that is the reason why I really like
yeah, because
literature.
when I explain things, she
Yeah.
keeps smiling like she's understanding the emotions. What are your reasons to go for literature? Or you were just given literature?
No, literature is, from all the other studies, I feel literature is the best. And I don't regret like choosing
Yeah.
literature, because I feel like we are connected, and then we can connect with anyone
Yeah.
with literature.
That makes you cosmopolitan, an identity which can be
Yes.
acclimatized easily. But Vimano, when you prepare for exams,
Yeah.
what's the biggest problem that you face? The same thing?
Of course, the same thing, like the names, not forget about the names, but the dates. Remembering the dates is really a big problem for me, because I'm not so good in remembering stuff. So I need a lot of practice. But then I think that is one of the major issues that I have. So
Problems
yeah,
in
but
the
it will
dates.
get better
Yeah.
like, with time if you put our
Yes.
effort. Yeah.
Like I said, the dates are always connected with each other. But if we get the technique of connecting
Yeah.
it all, then it becomes easy in one way.
Well, I don't want to be praised in my own video, but how do you feel when I am at the stage talking to you at the podium, and I keep taking all those dates in my mind as I talk to you?
That's why I was so shocked. I was just telling her, how can sir remember all the dates?
It was
That
very
also like
inspiring.
yeah, I was so shocked, literally so shocked, and I was telling her about your intelligence, and so maybe we were thinking maybe we should read every day, like we have made a poster where we can those 100 most important books of top 10. So we have made a poster and pasted it, so that like whenever we see, we'll at least remember. So
Okay.
that is how we try to remember stuff.
Okay, one more question, that it's like special warm-up session. So
Yeah.
I come to you and I start
Warm
asking
up.
question. What exactly it has a value for you? Like students, you are representing students.
Yeah.
How do you feel when I go for certain questions in a very triggered way, fast way, and every student is answering?
Yeah,
What do you feel?
I find it so like it motivates us, and then it makes us know, like it's like a kind of tracking where we are, like how far we have come with our studies. And I think that's one
a good
very good
testing
thing,
for our memory and also our concentration, like how well we concentrate in the class.
Yeah.
One of my students, she was saying, sir, don't go for warm-up questions. People, they answer so fast and I get confused.
Yeah, we get confused most of the time actually.
But what is the confusion? Like when you get the question clearly,
Yeah.
the confusion is that how immediate you can get the answer.
Yes.
So my point of view, remember the last time when I was talking about the warm-up session, I explained that why I do it. It's actually brainstorming.
Yes.
When you teach a language, you teach actually. So in teaching process, there is something called brainstorming. Storm the brain.
Yes.
So why I don't give you enough time to think and answer? Because that we are already doing in a very normal classroom. But the warm-up session is that will actually grill your mind to answer the things immediately.
Yes.
So the moment you are thinking about Ben Jonson's birth date, I'll simply switch to the publication of some other book to some other age, and you'll be like, oh my god, sir is in postmodern. Then I'll go to the feminist things, and then this and that. So that's a good thing. But
Good.
when you came to my class and you already had a graduation, post-graduation, you did, you're from States. What's the difference between those girls who actually came to my class 4 months back, 3 or 4 months back, and now these girls who are living back? In 4 months, how do you consider yourself that your knowledge is different, something?
We have come so far now. We are not the same person we came the first day. We have learned so much, and we have gained so much information, and some of them we have never come across, and that is something very inspiring, and then we feel confident for this exam.
Yeah, like you taught us from the basic, from the root, and I think that is very important for those who are preparing NET, and also not only for the NET but for like those who are pursuing literature. So I think that's really good.
Well, no offense to anyone, but I generally tell in my class that you can go back and you teach your teachers.
Yes.
You can actually ask them to sit in my class, and now I will teach you.
Yeah, we can say that.
I make this system like we start from zero level, and then we build up the relation. Because all of a sudden, as you know, that we have got those books, like these books which generally people they don't buy these things. So you'll be getting students. I'll be showing you one by one later. So these books, when these things are not easily available to students, they're teachers and available not in the market. So a teacher is not supposed to buy it. If he's not buying it, obviously he's not going to teach you that. So a student who is coming from a rural background or an area where English literature is not that much prevalent, people they do not take it as a serious subject. They do have to appear in the NET exam. Students coming from University of Delhi, JNU, who are always surrounded by the legendary people, best professors. And they every time even they talk, it's talk like they talk about Marxism, post-colonialism. Their discussion is about that. They do have to appear in the same exam. So I personally feel that students coming from rural side, state background, state universities, private university background, they are lacking in these things. That's what I do. I make sure that I start with zero level, I make a bridge, and then they learn. So my question is to Mozini, who is your favorite writer?
I would say Tennyson.
Lord Tennyson?
Yes.
Okay. And well, I won't trouble you with this tough question. I really wanted to ask you a question because can you tell me the name of Tennyson's father-in-law? So why did I ask this question? Because NET asked this kind of question, but it's stupid question. Okay, so you don't have to read this. Why I'm telling you this? One of our students has texted me that, sir, there are some stupid questions which have been asked. For example, when did Coca-Cola arrive in Britain? This was a question. Then they asked a question that Dylan Thomas in his famous poetry Fernhill, he goes to his auntie's house. What is the name of his aunt? I was like, Jenny Jones, I remember, but everybody doesn't remember. Then a question that whose father was not a gardener. So he said that, sir, am I supposed to remember all the professions of writers, their parents, their wives? There are these questions that who hated his middle name. So my message to you and Mozine is that don't waste time for the stupid questions, because that will be only 1 or 2 questions. And if you go for the stupid question, you read 1,000 things for that one question. That's a waste of time. Okay, we want to know who is your favorite writer?
Shakespeare.
That's good. Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So you must have enjoyed when I was teaching Shakespeare with reference of Charlie Chaplin.
Like,
Okay, I ask you a very simple question that
okay.
if you are given a chance to compare Shakespeare
Uh,
and Christopher Marlowe, we take a
Okay.
reference of Dr. Faustus.
Alright.
So let's take Dr. Faustus and any favorite book of Shakespeare that you have read. What do you think? Which is better?
Obviously, I go for Shakespeare.
Are you going for Shakespeare?
Yeah, because I think his book, his plays are so beautifully written. Like everything, he has tragedy, comedy, musical, and like they have their own flaws. They have his
Merits, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
his
the way he
character
has
portrayal
Yes.
is
portrait
made in
clowns and
such
jesters.
a way that we
Exactly.
can directly, totally connect it.
You got me.
Yeah.
Even I love Shakespeare for those
Yeah.
things. And what Vivano suggested that his plays are like musical plays.
Yeah.
I have uploaded a video, Role of Music in Shakespeare.
Okay.
So do watch it. You'll get the link also. And I personally feel Shakespeare was a genius because most of the writers, when they write, they talk about their own life, personality, their relations, their emotions. In Shakespeare, he has written in variety.
Yes.
And you cannot trace his personal life.
Yes.
Even if you try to relate that maybe Hamlet has some relation with his personal life, they are just assumptions. And no second book will be supporting the same identity.
Yes.
So he has written romantic tragedies, romantic comedies, pure tragedies, then revenge
Yeah.
tragedies.
Yeah.
And then imagine Shakespeare is somebody like even we don't have his authentic photograph, we don't have any portrait. So I actually admire him, and he has been admired by everyone. He was not of an age, but of all ages.
Yeah.
So as you know that this video will be watched by a lot of students, and I personally feel that all my students, especially coming from Northeast, you're gonna watch this video. People, they don't send their girls to Delhi. They have a lot of mindsets created for Delhi. Delhi is safe, Delhi is unsafe, Delhi is bad, then Delhi is polluted. See, Delhi is polluted, that even I know.
Yeah.
But what do you think about safety of girls in Delhi? Like if they want to come, what was your experience?
Okay. Well, first we were
Reluctant.
reluctant.
You were
Yeah,
reluctant?
because
Yeah.
that's all we see from the news, and then all the whatever our parents say,
Yeah, like-
relatives. First, we were a little bit reluctant, but then when we come here, I feel it's quite safe. But it depends
also.
on where you're staying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and
and
how
it-
you live here.
Yeah.
You should
That's-
be in a good crowd.
Also, what Mozini has suggested. See, the condition is what I actually feel is all the media centers,
Yeah.
they have their offices in Delhi only.
Yeah.
So if they have some people, those who are actually searching for mishappenings, and then they keep flashing light because the people they have been given this image, so they want to know.
Yes.
If we say Delhi is unsafe, every place is unsafe, right?
Yes.
And when students they come to our classes and they are the outsiders, so initially we make sure that they get hostels nearby and they are our knowns. Then there are certain basic things. For example, if you're a girl and staying in Delhi, then all you have to do is get a secured place, a PZ with cameras and all. Then there are certain basic rules that you have to follow everywhere. Don't talk to strangers. Don't travel to places you are unknown or you're totally alone, right?
Yes.
And then moreover, we people are here to help you. So if there is any medical emergency, you inform us. Even in the last batch also, there were 2-3 girls that needed medical emergency. So we are here. If you have to go to a particular place that's needed, then inform us, share the locations. So it's totally safe, but you need to be smart, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're actually going to be a fruit available for anyone, then people they are ready to it. You know, this is so. I think it was right stay.
It was it was a memorable
Yeah.
stay.
One of the good thing I just want to say about the class is the first time when we first came, I remember Bobby.
Bobby.
He took us around to see the PG. Like he
Yeah.
took the initiative to care for us and then to find a safe place, and that was very nice of him.
That's so nice of you also because generally don't remember good things, and I'm sure Bobby will love to see this. Bobby is our office boy. He's a very nice, sweet person,
Yes.
and yes, he has helped a lot of people. That's nice. I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were so.
I'm sure you're
we
gonna
were
get
so
shy.
happy.
Yeah.
And Vivano, how did you find the crowd class?
I think it's very interesting to be within
big crowd.
in a big crowd because like we all of us we came from different places like with
Keralites
one
are
goal.
there, Kashmiris
Yeah.
are there.
Yeah,
All
we
of
came.
them.
Rajasthan, Haryana, UP, Bihar,
Yes,
everybody.
yes,
Marathis were there.
everywhere.
Yes.
Oh.
Everyone was there.
Yeah, so I think it's very interesting and it is very nice to see how many students from different places, you know, they have, all of us came together with one goal, that is to learn. So I
Yes.
think learning in a crowd, it gives us motivation, it gives us, you know.
And it gives you real meaning also.
Yes.
Competition.
Yeah, the
Coming
competition.
people, they're coming from all the states with their mindset, their learning skills, and they give you the clear image.
Yes, yes. And so overall, it was a great experience. Yeah,
You know, I'll cite an example. One of my students, she is from Chandigarh and she has studied in Chandigarh Coaching Center for 2 years. She said, "Sir, I continued my study for 2 years, like 4 sessions. She took the coaching. She said I was the best in my batch.
Okay, okay.
Why I'm not able to qualify? I said you were best in students coming from Punjab and Himachal
Okay.
with some average study. I have no offense to anyone. The realities are there. Average level background, or maybe the one. But when you come to Delhi, it's not about my class only. When you come to Delhi, you have best people, those coming from UP and Bihar. Maybe they don't speak in English, though they are really good in English sometimes, but they have great knowledge. Students coming from Haryana, maybe they have problems in English, but they are having knowledge. In short, what I mean to say is, you have Keralites with you, you have Marathis with you studying in the same class. You get to know about different perceptions, ideas, then they answer, they interact. And then students from University of Delhi, they always give you a classy standard in the class because their questions, their levels are really different.
Yes, that's
So the student thinks, okay, this girl has asked that question, means I have to raise my standard to that
Yes.
question.
Yes.
So that makes you totally prepared with this thing. Well, with this thing, and we'll end up this video because I think students need to focus on the studies also. Mazini, I'll request you with Vibanu, please convey something in the native language because a lot of girls and boys from North is gonna watch it.
He classic we joy te divantly classic we opo kale thoma na jo ko progo silo ye oja servinit no chijo ko se go jo fuje chijo ko se go jo fu he te mo la mo do muito fini mo do ye knowledge ile de no la mo do muito no chijo ko knowledge proprio se go jo se ile mo do pie la mo do muito fini se de no fui crave la pe wa ye fui是说我们国外是那你那个就好个地的个过去的个设备class have experience 所以是你那adiles broader area 不头分你那是不是了来就是在外看来
I hope they are good things for me, right?
Yes, it is.
Mazini, you translate that in English, whatever she
Yes.
said.
Okay. That was in my native language, Mao.
Yeah.
And she said, since back in Northeast we usually have this communication, we get connected with English. So I'm going to say it in English.
Yeah.
What she said, she said that she is happy that she could make it here, and she is really happy that we are both under your guidance, and then from someone who have known so much, and then it was not a waste of time, and instead we have learned and we have come to another level, and anywhere you are, you should not give up, and then you should come to serve in it.
Yeah.
Because you will
Yeah.
not regret it, and then
Yeah.
we're so thankful for everything that he have done for us.
And I also say that like sir is a man full of knowledge,
Yes.
but he doesn't keep it to himself.
Yes.
He is very willing to share it to the students, and that is the main epitome of a teacher.
And,
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you so
and
much.
some students say I don't pick call and I'm egoistic. How do you feel?
No, I don't think that is true because like you have your own life as well, so you should have should take your
But
time.
do you find me egoistic in the class?
No,
not at
you
all.
come to do your thing, you teach
Yes,
as well. So
you
I
teach
think
as
that is
well,
more than.
And how do you like my stories and jokes in the class?
I think that is the bonus point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love
Because-
jokes and stories.
Yes.
So guys, I find this was a beautiful interaction,
Yeah.
and I wish you best of luck.
Thank you so
You know, the
much,
best
sir.
thing will be when I look back and I find after 2-3 years that you people are the professors, all my students, every state. If I find my people teaching in the university, that was the biggest pleasure that I can ever have.
Yeah.
My students, future professors, and go back to places and guide them.
Sure.
Guys, it's not about that only you have to come to my class. It's not like that. These girls they have studied really well. You can contact them if you find like your colleges, your schools, wherever you meet them. they can guide you equally well, and I'm sure that whatever they have studied in this classroom for 4 months, they are much better than any other guide available. No offense to your professor, the experiences are counted, no doubt, but these people, they have fresh ideas, energy, enthusiasm, and a passion to impart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girls. Take care.
Thank you so much for watching us, and to subscribe and like our comments. Okay, thank you so much.